Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's life in your world? How's things treating you? I hope they're good. I wanted to come back around to the project that I was really excited about last winter, my startup, and I touched on the idea that I was not going to go forward with that startup a while back, but I never really finalized this series. So that's what we're going to do here. This will be like the last part in that series for now. If you're not aware, I had developed a software system for my company, my previous employer, and we had a client using it and they loved it. And when I left that employer, or when that employer was shut down by the government, the future of that software was up in the air, and the people that were still using it didn't want to give it up, but they couldn't maintain it. And I had other companies interested in it. I had significant interest in the software, and so I decided that what was best for me was to purchase the rights to my software back from my employer. It was all written on company time. Not all of it. I'm a typical hardworking person. I worked on it a lot in my spare time. But it was written on my time, and so I bought it back. Or it was written on their time, so I bought the rights to my software from them, and started the process of setting up a LLC. Got the business license, the bank accounts, EIN numbers, all that stuff ready to go. Contracts drawn up. I was really excited because the people that were interested in the software were giving me dollar figures that I felt very comfortable with and very excited about. Nothing major, like I wasn't going to be rich from this piece of software, but it was going to be a significant boost in my income. Fast forward a little bit, a few months, and I took the job that I'm in now. I went from being like a generalist IT person. In my previous employer, I did everything from desktop management to server management to domain management, Active Directory, router programming, all that stuff. And now I'm just a programmer. I just write software, and I get to really focus on that, and then that's my passion anyway. That's what I enjoy doing. So when I took the job, I said, you know what? I talked to the customers that were interested in the software, and I said, what do you think about me, licensing the software through my new agency? And my new agency is still in the government. I'm a state employee, so my new agency is a state agency. The benefit to the people that were purchasing the software is that it would be very well maintained, backed up, have a large team of people that can help with it. So it's beneficial to them. And they were all like, yes, that sounds perfect. So I sold the software to my current employer. I don't know what that was. I sold my software to my current employer, and now I get to work on it at work. And I get to collect a paycheck, and I get to keep, being passionate about the project, which I am. And but I also get to do a whole lot of other stuff. And that's the exciting thing for me. And the reason that I chose to do it was that I'm excited about the software. I'm excited about typing in some lines of code, refreshing the page, and seeing, the app change and seeing new features get added. I have this big whiteboard at work that I have all of my planned features and stuff on, and I check off things as I get them done. And so seeing that that whiteboard come to life, seeing everything get essentially molded into what I was hoping it could become, without having to do it on nights and weekends as a side job, without having to be tied to the business part of it, is really good for me personally. I get to do the part that I enjoy. Somebody else has to deal with the servers, the money, the billing, the clients. All that stuff is somebody else's problem. But I don't mean problem like it as in it's a bad thing. I mean, it's their job. So I have a team. Instead of just me doing 100% of it, I have a team. And I'm not very interested in running a business. I do run a business here, but I'm not interested in running a business. Like, it doesn't excite me at all. I just want to make cool things. So my current employer owns the software, and the last month or so, I've put a lot of effort into it. I've really got a whole lot done. It's just way better than it was when I left my previous employer, and I'm really excited about the future of it. The thing is, I don't know that there is a future. Like, that's the weird part, is I had this excitement for this software. Beyond my personal excitement, I had customers and clients that were really excited about it. And now that it is hundreds of times, multitudes better, you know, I don't know, a factor of 5 better than it used to be. And we have published an article about it. I've talked about it at seminars. There's just no traction. There's nobody signing up for it. And the 2 clients even that were all excited for the software are just kind of like up in the air. Like, I'm not even sure that they have agreed to our terms. And so it's kind of a letdown, but it also means that I probably made the right choice, because if I had chose to go through with this myself and put this much time and effort into it on nights and weekends while I did another job and it didn't come to fruition, I would have probably been really down about that. You know, I'm kind of down enough as it is. Today was kind of like a yucky day. Like, I've been working really hard on this week. I got user documentation done, so there's like a help tutorial and all that sort of stuff. I added a bunch of new features, which was really exciting. I refactored a whole bunch of stuff to make it, you know, smoother. And it's just kind of like, am I just treading water, waiting on somebody to buy it, or, you know, at some point I can't continue to work on a piece of software that doesn't make any money. So hopefully it will make money. But regardless, I made the right decision for me. I don't want to deal with the business part. And for right now, I'm really close to having the piece of software that I envisioned having to sell. And I did it on somebody else's dime, somebody else's time, got paid to do it. And if the software never goes anywhere, it's no loss to me. And I think that was the right decision for me personally. I know it wasn't the entrepreneurial decision. I know it wasn't the best decision, but it's the right decision for me. You know, regardless of what happens with this piece of software, I can move on and not feel ashamed and not feel down about it. So that's where it's at. And I really appreciate everybody who really was excited for me, excited for the previous idea of this company. I don't think this company is dead. I don't think that Chevee doing side projects for money is a dead idea. I would like to do more, and I have a couple of ideas for some websites that I could work on, but I don't have anything that really says to me that's worth, you know, you could probably make $50 a year if you did, or $50 a month if you did that. And that's like my $50 a month. If I could make something that makes me $50 a month, that's like yes, I will make that. But, you know, so as soon as I find the idea that might potentially make me $50 a month, I'll probably go for it. We'll see. Obviously, if the tech company continues to steam along, I'll let you know. I'll keep you up on it. But for now, this closes the chapter on EdTrack Express and the software that I previously owned. Thank you for being here. As always, thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, being great friends. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wiktionary. What does the phrase ship ahoy mean? Ahoy from ahoy. Hoy being a Middle English greeting dating back to the 14th century. It's a nautical term used to hail a ship, a boat, a person, or an intention. Ahoy. That didn't help me understand that at all.